Right now, I'm going to predict the market for the new week using fundamental analysis. So on Monday, there is not going to be any high impact news. So expect a quiet market or a ranging market on Monday. And on Tuesday, we're going to see more of the Federal Reserve's chairman, Powell. The speech is going to be coming out on Tuesday. So this is a speech that's going to actually affect the US dollar. So what should we expect? We should be expecting a semi-annual monetary policy, which could be either hawkish or dovish. So if it's hawkish, then that means that it's going to benefit the currency pair. So on Wednesday, we should also look out for NZD, the RBNZ, that's the Republic of New Zealand interest rate. So the interest rate at the same time is kind of similar. Once there is a hawkish decision being made, then that means it's going to benefit the NZD dollar, the New Zealand dollar. So afterwards, we're going to see more of a repetition of the Federal Reserve chairman's speech. So it's kind of the same scenario that we're going to expect on Wednesday that happened on Tuesday. So on Thursday, we're going to see more of a very popular news, which we know as the US CPI. But before then, we should also expect a news from the GBP, which is the GDP, which is the gross domestic product. So it's actually used to measure the change in value of all goods and services produced by the British economy. So it's actually a news that's going to affect the Great Britain pound. At the same time, afterwards, we're going to receive a news report concerning the CPI. So what's the CPI? The CPI is the Consumer Price Index. It's an index that it's used in measuring inflation. It's also used in measuring inflation. So thereby, once there's an increase in CPI, there's going to be an increase in inflation. At the same time, once there's an increase in inflation, definitely it will lead to an increase in interest rate. So I would want to break it down on Lehman, so Lehman to understand this, so you can get to see how this affects each other. So one thing is that what causes inflation is when there's an increase in cash flow. So, or we could say there's an increase in supply of cash. So once there's inflation, that means everybody has cash. There is an increase in cash flow. So what does this do? Inflation, once there is an increase in interest rate, it's actually a hawkish decision that brings about an increase in interest rates. And what does this cause? It causes people to be motivated to save. So once you see that there is an increase in their interest rate, so thereby when you save money in accounts, you're going to see an appreciation. Everybody is being motivated to save. At the same time, it's also demoralize people that go to collect loan, because right now the loans are going to be expensive based on the charges of interest rate. So you see that the cash flow is being cut short. So the cash flow is being affected, and once there is a reduction in cash flow, it will definitely cause depreciation in price. So that is how they are all interlinked. I don't want to spend much time in it. If you want more info on how to break down fundamental analysis, you can always follow my channels on Instagram, on my page on Instagram, my channel on Telegram, my channel on YouTube, and my channel on TradingView. Over there I break down all how to read news. So at the same time, market news specifically. So on Friday we're going to see more of the PPI, which is known to be Production Price Index. This is used to evaluate the changes in price by producers. So how is all this news going to affect the market? It's going to affect the market. Why? Because we are to expect volatility, high volatility on Thursday. So that means for the whole week, accumulation of funds, accumulation of orders is going to be what we could see on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And once market is accumulating orders, we see more of consolidation or ranging or market ranges. Then on Thursday, that's when we should be expecting a displacement or an expansion. So this expansion might be towards a sell side liquidity or a buy side liquidity, or to fill up the fair value gap as well. a fair value gap that was created due to the news of last week. The news of last week, that's NFP news. So this is what we could see from Monday to Thursday. Then Friday is going to be like a continuation of the trend that is being formed on Thursday. So this is all I can say. Like I always do say, this is not a financial advice. This is strictly a prediction of market movement for the new week. So stay tuned, follow my channels, follow my Instagram page and the rest of them. You can see all this, or you can visit these links, you can visit these channels through the link on my bio. So that's all for now. I wish you guys the best this new coming week.